Hi there, my name is Dr. Bob Brewin. I'm a lecturer in marine science at the University of Exeter at the Penryn campus in the Centre for Geography and Environmental Science. Thank you for joining this introductory talk about our new BSc programme in marine science that will start in September 2021. Now in this talk, I'm going to give you a bit of a flavour of the research-led marine science teaching we will be doing. I'm going to tell you about our department and our campus at Penryn in Cornwall, and then finally give you an overview of the structure of the marine science degree. But first, I want to tell you why the ocean is so important. On the left here is a view of our planet from a certain angle in space. At this angle, our planet is entirely covered by ocean, with the exception of New Zealand at the bottom and Alaska at the top. It illustrates the scale of the ocean. It covers around 70% of the planet's surface, but when we think about Earth's habitable space, it's closer to 99%. It harbours between 50 and 80% of life, produces 50% of the world's oxygen. It has absorbed around 25% of anthropogenically emitted carbon dioxide into the atmosphere and has absorbed around 93% of excess heat from global warming. As human beings, we are intrinsically attracted to the ocean, with around a third of our population living within 100 kilometres of it. The ocean really is at the heart of our planet. Now, academics in our department are tackling some of the major scientific questions facing marine science, and their research forms part of our teaching in the BSc Marine Science programme. For example, our head of department, Professor James Scorse, runs the sclerochronology lab in our group and teaches students how we can use shells of some organisms to reconstruct marine science time series data and reveal prehistoric conditions in our ocean and how the oceans have changed and are changing with fluctuations in climate. Another major question is how we manage marine resources sustainably at local scales, for instance down here in Cornwall, but also at global scales. Now, Rachel Turner addresses these types of questions. This is an example of work published in Nature Climate Change by Rachel and her group on how changing storminess is impacting global fisheries. There will be opportunities in the marine science programme to work with members of our department, like Rachel, to learn how to answer questions related to marine resource sustainability. There are also critical questions on how the oceans interface with other spheres on our planet, like the atmosphere, terrestrial biosphere and cryosphere. Within the marine science programme, you will have the opportunities to study the role the ocean plays in Earth system science. These type of questions are addressed by physical scientists in our department, like Dr. Joe Browse, an atmospheric scientist, and Dr. Jamie Shuttler, who uses satellite remote sensing to study the fluxes of gases like carbon dioxide between the atmosphere and ocean. Within the programme, you will be taught by these academics and do modules on Earth system science, studying the oceans and atmosphere systems, working with remote sensing data from the European Space Agency. There are also unanswered questions on how the global oceans function and the role of biological oceanography, for instance, in the Earth's carbon cycle, which are being tackled by researchers in the department. Like Dr. Jamie Shuttler, I use satellite remote sensing data to help answer these questions. But there are also other tools being developed, such as ocean robotic platforms and citizen science approaches. Here is an example of a project where I have attached environmental sensors to surfers for collecting marine science data in the very nearshore coastal region. I have been using data to test and improve satellite remote sensing observations. And you can find out more about this project by listening to this TEDx talk, the link at the top of this slide. Remote sensing is a very powerful tool for observing our oceans, and compulsory modules in remote sensing are taught as part of our marine science programme. Now, academics in our department also work on the polar oceans, regions that are rapidly changing and highly vulnerable to the effects of climate change. Dr. Katie Sheen uses exciting tools like seismic oceanography to study the physical properties of polar seas, to understand how they behave and ultimately how they are changing. As a student, you will have the opportunity to study modules with Katie on the polar ocean. Now, these are just a flavour of the types of marine science research our department do, but there's so much more. There are 18 academics in the department, not only on the physical side, but also researching on how humans interact with the oceans, researching on policy, renewable energy, and social science. You can find out more by looking on our website. It will give you a flavour of the research our academics do, which then feed into our teaching. Our marine science programme will be taught from the Centre of Geography and Environmental Science at Penryn. We are in the top 50 in the world for geography and environmental science and 7th in the UK. The university also has excellent ratings in national surveys and has a gold rating in the Teaching Excellence Framework. It really is a fantastic place to come and study and learn about marine science. Now, the campus at Penryn and our department is relatively small. It has a real community feel, friendly and supportive, and we get to know our students. Our campus is also relatively new, built in 2004, and so we have access to some state-of-the-art facilities, computer labs, wet labs and learning spaces. Many of our staff are affiliated to the Environment and Sustainability Institute, a major interdisciplinary research institute, and as a student you will have access to its facilities and its staff. There is a vibrant student community on campus, and you will also have access to many student societies, and we share our campus with Falmouth University, which is predominantly an arts-based institute, and this creates a diverse mix of people and interests on campus. Now, regarding our teaching philosophy and learning environment at Penryn, there is a strong theme on multidisciplinary science at the interface between natural, physical, social and human sciences, and on sustainability. Classes are small with good student to staff ratios, and we use the environment we live in Cornwall as a natural laboratory to conduct research. We deliver our teaching using a range of techniques, from the more traditional lectures and seminars, but also using laboratory practicals, coding sessions, statistical tools, fieldwork, tutorials, as well as blended learning approaches using online resources. Similarly, we have a diversity of assessments. The skills you learn by studying with us are transferable, and you will also have the opportunity to participate in student-staff liaison committees, which gives you as a student a voice to share your ideas, your concerns, as well as those of your peers. Now, as you move through the years of your BSc Marine Science programme, you will increase your independence and shape your degree to your interests. Group sizes become smaller and more focused, with more emphasis on research-led teaching as you move through the programme. In Year 1, there are more compulsory modules with fewer optional modules, and this is really designed to give you a foundation in the skills and knowledge required for your subsequent years. You will learn about physical, chemical, biological and geological oceanography and develop fundamental skills in maths and statistics required for handling oceanographic data. In Year 1, you will study compulsory modules such as Introduction to Marine Biology, Quantitative Methods for Geography, How the Oceans Work, Earth System Science, Analysis of Environmental Data, environmental science tutorials, and go on the West Penwith field trip. You will also have the option to select modules from a legal framework for environmental protection or earth and environmental chemistry. In your second year, you really begin to shape or tailor your degree to your interests. It also includes a residential trip to the Isles of Scilly. There are 5 compulsory modules tailored to provide fundamental skills in remote sensing, research methods, physical oceanography and ice sheets. You are then free to select from a wide range of modules pending your interests in physics, ecology, sustainability and human and policy-based marine science. In your final year, there will be a large focus on research. The taught modules will be research-led focused, and you will conduct a research project in a subject you are passionate and interested in. You will be able to select from 12 optional modules covering research-led topics, for example, biological oceanography, climate change, sustainability, energy and conservation. Fieldwork is really at the centre of the teaching we do in our department, and you will have the opportunity to do field courses in every year of study, exploring the natural marine and coastal environments in which our campus is based. It is a great way to get to know other students on the programme within the Centre for Geography and Environmental Science. In Year 1, you will do a fieldwork in West Penwith. This module provides early career training in fieldwork techniques that are fundamental to your degree. Cornwall is a natural laboratory with an incredible diversity of cultural, ecological and physical landscapes, and you will have the opportunity to explore these with our academic staff. Specifically, you will receive instruction on science and social science techniques, including but not limited to participant observation, sampling strategies, experimental design and basic statistics, which will be essential for your future career. This module will also provide advice and training on how to enhance your employability by enabling you to undertake a full day of environmental volunteering alongside an expert in the field. The location of the field trip and environmental volunteering has been recognised as a UNESCO World Heritage Site with a high diversity of conservation areas and sites of special scientific interest. It has been recognised as an area of outstanding natural beauty, containing some of Britain's finest coastal scenery, including Land's End and the Lizard Peninsula, and provides a perfect setting for geographical and coastal exploration. In Year 2, you will do fieldwork in the Isles of Scilly. This module consists of a week-long residential field course. It will enable you to develop the conceptual, analytical and practical research skills necessary for you to carry out independent research work. Initially within this module, but also with direct applicability to project work throughout the rest of your degree, specifically your dissertation. In addition, the module will introduce you to key research skills such as sampling design, data analysis, interpretation of information and field presentations. And during this module you will have access to lecturers to learn new skills and develop your plans for your dissertation. And in your third year you will gain vital experience in oceanographic fieldwork with a week-long residential field course, where you will learn how to deploy oceanographic equipment and gain experience working at sea. You will learn about the tools and techniques we use to explore the ocean, how to deploy them, and how to process and interpret the data you collect. Now, employability is very important to us, to the university and to you, and we embed it throughout our degree programme. You will attend seminars from experts in employability, receive training in CV writing for job applications, and have tutorials to discuss employability options. You can also take optional modules linked to employability. There is also career advice available throughout your degree from the Career Zone. Now, we work with a range of organisations in Cornwall and in the South West, and there are opportunities for students to collaborate with these organisations and get involved, undertaking placements or work experience, and even aligning your dissertations to topics of interest and relevance to these organisations. There is also the opportunity to do professional placements at an organisation between your second and third year on the programme, enhancing your employability with opportunities to work with consultants, researchers, charities, governments and NGOs. Alternatively, you also have the opportunity to spend a year studying abroad between your second and third years on the programme in a wide range of countries. Now, both the study abroad and professional placement options are contingent on getting over 60% in your second year to qualify for the opportunity. Now, many of our students take this up, and there are reduced fees for the year in placement or study abroad. Now, as a student in our department, you can also take foreign language options. There is a foreign language centre at Penryn. There are options to do French and Spanish, for example, as well as other languages, and this can form part of your degree title and increase your employability skills and enhance your work placement abroad or study abroad experience, should you decide to do that. Now, hopefully I've given you a good idea of what our marine science programme is all about and given you a flavour of the exciting marine research our academics are doing and how this feeds into our teaching on the courses. Our degree equips you with a wide range of skills to set you up for a job in a variety of fields, from research to consultancy to other jobs related to marketing, teaching, management and beyond. And these are just some examples of what our past graduates in our department are doing now. So thank you for listening and for your time. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. My email is r.brewin, Brewin, at exeter.ac.uk, and you can find me on the Exeter website. There is also additional information on the Exeter website about our programme. Good luck with your decisions, and I hope one day to see you on campus in the future. Thank you.